Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today's recipe, tandoori chicken. In this video, we'll learn how to use the rotisserie rod in the oven. This chicken is very crispy and blistery on the outside, but from inside, it's soft, moist and juicy. Whenever you're looking for a good tandoori chicken, look at the joints like this. There should be no blood and it should be very moist. We'll start off by preparing the spices that will be rubbed on the chicken. I'm taking 2 teaspoons of garam seeds, 1.5 tablespoons of dry roasted cumin, and 1 teaspoon of black peppercorns. Grind this and make it into a powder like this. After that, add a tablespoon of Kashmiri red chili powder and 1 tablespoon of garam masala powder. To that, we'll be adding juice of 2 lemons. Now add a teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt. Mix everything together nicely. Now let's take chicken. It's around 1 kilo of chicken. We have to make slits like this. The slits should be very deep. Make it as deep as possible. Look at it, like this. You can see I have put slits on the joints also and at the back also. All the spices has to sink in here. Remember, this is a dry spice chicken. There is no curd, there is no ginger, garlic or anything in here. You don't have to marinate the chicken for too long because the chicken has been sitting in the freezer for overnight. So it's a very quick recipe. Here you are. Turn it and put all the spices, rub them in very nicely so that everything sinks in like this. If you are not using frozen chicken, then this has to be marinated for 2 hours. Now the chicken is done. Take a string like this. We need to tie up the chicken legs. Just hold the legs like this and tie a small piece of string like this. No, you don't need toothpicks. You don't need to tie everywhere. Just 1 string and that's it. I'll show you how it's done. You'll see in a moment how the chicken gets cooked on the rotisserie with just 1 string on the legs. Here you are like this. Put it on the baking tray and we'll bake it at 140 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. Right now, we are not putting it on the rotisserie. After that, get the chicken out of the oven and baste it with lots of butter. This is the key to making the soft and moist chicken. Here you are. I'm cooking it from the front side first. After the basting is done, put the chicken back into the oven and bake it at the same low temperature, 140 degrees Celsius. Now turn it like this and baste it from the back. Add generous amount of butter for basting. Now you see the reason why I didn't put it on the rotisserie before, because it's very important. This basting part is very important. You have to baste it, otherwise your chicken will become dry and hard. So here you are. Let's put it back into the oven for 10 more minutes. Now it's out. The chicken is already cooked. Now we just have to make it nice and crispy from the outside. Now comes the rotisserie insertion. Have a look at it properly. You just take the rod and pierce it through the chicken like this. It will go very easily since the chicken is already cooked now. After this, we'll be fixing the braces. The brace comes with a pointy end like this. Take the brace, slip it through the rod and pierce it into the chicken like this. It will go very easily because the chicken is already cooked. Now we'll fix the screw. You have a screw like this. Just turn the screw and it will be fixed very nicely. Make sure that you make it tight enough. I'm tightening the screw. Here you are. One side is done. Now let's fix the brace on the other side too. Take the brace from the pointy end like this and pierce it through the bead. It won't be difficult because the chicken is already very well cooked. Pierce it right through, fix it properly. Take the small nut and screw it very tightly. Make sure that you make it nice and tight. You don't want it slipping. And then after that, you can turn it like this to check whether the chicken is not falling off. Cover the bottom tray with the tin foil and slip it in. And after that, I'm fixing the rotisserie with my hands because it's easier like that. Now let us roast the chicken at 200 degrees Celsius. Let's get it out. For getting it out, we are going to use the tongs because it's very hot. Now you can see at the bottom there are lots of droppings. That's why I had used the tin foil. Now it's time to take out the braces. Just unscrew it and it will be very easy to get it out. Use a towel or a cloth to hold the rods because it's still very hot. Snip off the thread with a pair of scissors. Here you are. It's done. Crispy and crunchy from outside, very flavorful, very delicious, soft, moist and juicy from inside. Thumbs up if you like it. Please hit the notification bell and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. See you later in another beautiful and yummy recipe.